Hello guys, today we're doing the calm stream, so let's get started.
Este es el programa número uno de la televisión humorística, El Chavo, interpretado por el super comediante Chespirito, con Carlos Villagrán como Químico, Ramón Valdés como Don Ramón, Florinda Mesa como Doña Florinda, Rubén Aguirre como el profesor Girafales, Angelina Fernández como Doña Clotilde, hija del 71, y María Antonieta de las Nieves como la Chilindrina. Dirección Enrique Segoviano.
Pues Indina, de casualidad no has visto por ahí mi pelota. ¿No fue tu pelota con seguridad que la tiene el Chavo del Ocho?
Tal vez.
¿Te escuchan los problemitas que hay? No. A veces estamos, pero está pelota. ¿Estás seguro de que no te gustan las palomitas de maíz? No, seguro que no me gustan. Entonces, ¿por qué te las estás comiendo? Me sacrifico. Pues ojalá que te hagan daño. ¿Dónde voy a cantar? ¿Dónde te estás colgando? Ay, no. Aquí estaba, yo toda la culpa está de dos. Ya estaban aquí, me van a caer, mi pelota cortada. Calabros, cachitos. No me canses, eso de pelota porque pues. Mira, yo hago con tu pelota. A ver qué vas a hacer con tu pelota. No me simpatiza. No me importa. La próxima vez que me des un pelotazo, te lo rompo todo lo que está en la cara. A mí, además, aquí no tengo pesos y uno de esos pesos iba a ser para ti, pero no te doy nada. No me importa, porque yo le voy a vender al señor de la tienda esas botellas vacías y me va a dar 5 centavos por cada botella y voy a tener más dinero que tú. Pues fíjate que no siento porque el señor de la tienda.
Folks, I guarantee you there's damage north of Phoenix. We have damage east of Joshua just because I know there's a tornado debris signature. In all likelihood, we're going to find a possibly non-continuous path of damage from around Joshua to I-35 between Briar Oaks and Alvarado, all the way east to Venus. I have fear of what's happened in a mobile home park north of Venus just based on the radar signatures of 100-mile-per-hour winds. And probably have at least some tree damage in the city of Midlothian based on the radar signatures of strong earthquake downdraft winds on the backside of the circulation, even if it was weakening. So, to be honest, we're probably not going to know about a lot of that until first flight tomorrow. First responders obviously have a lot more to do than try to report on what's happened. So again, right now we've got a tornado warning that will expire shortly. Damping straight line winds from near Pecan Hill, east side of Waxahachie, where 287 splits off with Business 287. That'll be running down 287 where the movie theater and the little shopping center is. Then moving towards Ennis. We note the hail core loft with this storm is intensifying again, so it's possible the threat for damaging straight line winds, maybe some wind-driven hail, will also increase over the next 20 minutes. Couple notes. Radar on our website, texasstormchasers.com/radar. Same thing with our mobile app. We also have a rapid update in the mobile app. You can keep an eye on what's going on there. We have to focus on the most life-threatening storms. Flooding is a big problem. North Dallas, pretty much, let's just assume. Dallas County, Southeast Denton, Collin County, all the usual flooding spots are flooded. Let's just put it down. Let's take a look at the storm near Gilmer. I see it's out by itself. It's shooting off lightning. We are not seeing any sort of low-level rotation with this thunderstorm. That is good. Tornado warning for Ellis County has been canceled. The tornado warning for Ellis County is bye-bye. So severe thunderstorm threat will continue. Let me first turn off the lightning because that is once again become obnoxious. 4,275 lightning strikes. That's excessive. Let me tell you what we're dealing with. But if you are in the box, you have the threat for severe storms tonight. Damaging straight line winds up to 75 miles an hour, the most intense storms. Those folks will not be dealing with that kind of excessive severe weather tonight. Could have some hail, and tornadoes remain possible. As we saw over the last 45 minutes, tornadoes are still possible. Damaging straight line winds more likely. I'll tell you this thing's ramping up again in angry hail wind apart. You know, we got a hail marker right there. That's bad. Two, we're starting to bow out. So this could enhance the damaging wind potential back over 70 miles an hour across eastern Ellis County. We're going to have to watch this area in case we have a spin up try to occur. Now we don't. So what we're going to do really quick, I'm going to refill my cap. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do real quick. I'm going to refill my water bottle. I'm going to do all the necessities one must do after drinking copious amounts of water. And I'll be back in 2 to 4 minutes. Live stream will stay up. There'll just be no audio for it.
Seasons change, and so does your style. At NFM, updating your style is easy. Check out fresh trends and new product drops all here and in stock. With endless options at great prices, you're sure to find that perfect piece. Big selection, big savings. NFM.
Make chatting just easy.
Conductores de Texas, no paguen su factura de seguro de auto hasta que escuchen esto. La verdad es que te están robando legalmente cada vez.
BRB.
Expect anything like that to happen to anyone. I don't know where everybody's headed or what their goals were, but there were cars all the way down West Adams to this path.
They're driving down the highway, they're seeing how bad the weather's getting, they're pulling in and starting to crowd inside the station to take shelter as well. That was kind of our here comes something moment. That day was a really interesting day. I've covered a lot of tornadoes over the course of my meteorologist career. I've been out in the field for a lot of tornadoes. That was the first one that's ever come that close to the station that I was in, but it definitely was a scary moment. My name is Casey Shepard, and I am a sergeant with Temple Police Department. Everyone has issues, personal issues, whether it be finances or relationship issues, just like everybody else out in the South, that all of them are going to be coming out towards Dallas metro area. Let's take a look here at the high definition radar. So here's the body of the storm that is already over the south side of Dallas. Now, brand new scan has just come in. So this area, I won't call it a debris ball, but this is where the mesocyclone is. This is where the low-level rotation of the updraft of the storm is coming in. And so the storm is rotating around like that. The inflow, the warm inflow then is coming across like that. Dallas County, you are under tornado warning. And let me show the velocity.
Okay. So, with that in mind, to make sure this got sent out to each cadets, you can walk behind me. It's probably not going to pick you up. Crawl on the floor, whatever floats your boat. So, what we're dealing with is a thunderstorm with a history of producing tornadoes now a couple miles northeast of Fruitland and Bowie, moving northeast towards Montague. So if you're from Forestburg up to Montague, we need you to be in a safe place. It's going to be lowest floor, center room, away from windows. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. I'm going to make sure this live coverage is being streamed to our main storm chasing channel. And after today, we're going to start streaming on that channel with coverage again. So again, we've got a possible tornado now about, we're kind of seeing two signatures again, but I'm going to say the most likely solution is about 3 miles east of Bowie, moving north-northeast, getting pretty close now to the Bowie Municipal Airport. Boy, that was difficult for me to say without stuttering. So, it's something we're going to have to watch for. Rob and Leslie, thank you very much for your very generous donations. Robster and BRAD, CW, seriously, thank you very much for your generous donations. Chat, be sure to thank them as well if you'd be so kind. We really appreciate it. It helps us do what we do. So, possible tornado near or within maybe a mile or two of the Bowie Municipal Airport. This thing's moving more north-northeast at this point again. Let me see, I might be able to put the airport location on here simply by putting the METARs on, and it may pick up the temperature. If it picks up the temperature, that would make life a heck of a lot easier. There you go. So 68 degrees. And there you go. Well, thank you for that, B-Rad and Ada. Really appreciate it. So possible tornado very near the Bowie Municipal Airport. This thing keeps fluctuating between moving north-northeast and northeast. City of Bowie. If you're in Bowie itself, like on Highway 287 or within half a mile of it, you're clear. Fruitland, you're clear. But understand, we do have more storms coming in tonight, and some of those could have some hail and wind. All right, let me check and see. So, need to make sure I haven't missed any reports. And thank you, by the way, to our amazing team of moderators. They're doing a great job. In fact, some of our storm chasers, I think, are even helping out, even though they're storm chasing. All right. So, as this storm gets farther away from the radar, first off, we do see a new flash flood warning that may yell at me in a second. But
a new flash flood warning has been issued for Jeff and Montague County in Texas.
We are expecting it to be a little more difficult to see the velocity. It's a little messier there, but we can still see that circulation near the Bowie Municipal Airport. It's probably right up almost Highway 59 towards Monte, the intersection of 59 and what is that? 175. So, what we're going to deal with over the next several minutes is possible tornado, damaging winds, and there probably is some big hail here. There's probably some pretty big hail falling in Monte right now. Understand, Nocana, Bonita, it's going to be hailing here shortly. And as this storm continues to move northeast at 30 miles an hour, those of you in Monte to Nocana, Bonita, even St. Joe need to be in a safe place. That's going to be lowest floor, center room, away from windows. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Hard sole shoes, bicycle helmets. But hopefully, we'll be able to see this thing weaken soon. Let me zoom back out and make sure y'all see that. So this storm will continue moving northeast. Nocana, St. Joe, Bonita, and Monte. You need to be in a safe place, lowest floor, center room, away from windows. 15 minutes. You're fine. You know there's audio. I'm running AI filter. There's no noise. Oh, I know they can hear me talk. They're all wondering who you are. My better half. So, feels to be a doctoral student and just finished a major paper project. So, very proud of her for that. So, as this continues moving northeast, those of you in Monte, you need to be in a safe place. That's going to be lowest floor, center room away from windows. Bowie, you're clear. Fruitland, you're clear. We have no other tornado warnings at this point. I'm just going to quickly, you know what, here, let's do it this way. We're going to take a little trip down radar lane, and you can see it's heavy rain from Wichita Falls, Archer City, Olney to Newcastle, Woodson, Albany to Abilene. We got heavy rain. Hail possible just east of Abilene. I understand. These storms are probably going to be efficient hail producers. Not all the storms are going to be producing golf ball to baseball size hail or even quarter size hail, but some of these will. Moving northeast about 30 to 40 miles an hour. With the thunderstorm southwest of San Angelo, those are all moving northeast as well. You hear what I said about 15? Sweet. All right, so northeast of Big Lake, you got a big storm with hail. Northwest of Big Lake, you got a big storm with hail. Make that 20. Rankin, we got storm with hail. McCamey, we got storm with hail. So all those are severe. We're going to have more storms later tonight in a line from northwest Texas, the Big Country, the Concho Valley. That's going to race east overnight with some strong winds, some hail, heavy rain, maybe a spin-up tornado or two, and that'll impact, well, you got it, northwest Texas, the Big Country, the Concho Valley, even into the hill country in central Texas a few hours before sunrise on Easter Sunday. And yeah, we'll take a look at all that after we say bye-bye, adios, I'll be your Zane to tornado warning here. So let's go back from the how hard it's raining mode to the which way the wind's blowing mode. Now, I'll say this. We're going to have to watch something here. This storm is, the rotation's starting to weaken. It's still capable of producing a tornado. But what I'm also starting to note is as this storm's moving northeast, these storms out here for months or west of the Valley View are almost moving north-northwest. We're starting to see pockets of mid-level rotation increase with them. Like Now, that's not me saying we've got tornadoes here. I'm not. I'm just saying we're looking, 6,000 feet up. So, they're spinning. Back to the how hard a draining mode, and we've got showers, but they're rotating. So,
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Coach, Nolan, and Taylor County in Texas.
all right. So, as you can hear, we've got that. Zooming out, I suppose it would help to stop drawing like a crayon. You can see the good news is the rotation is starting to weaken a bit. Whether or not that's temporary is a good question. It very well may be, and we're not going to say the threat of a tornado is gone. There very well may still be a tornado near the Bowie Municipal Airport. We just may not have a good view of it right now. So, zooming out, let me come back over here. I was doing so good about monitoring that chat for a minute, and then I stopped. I'm sorry, people. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, C. Olson. Appreciate those generous donations. So, see the thing near Mineral Wells. That's interesting. Millsap. Just shot off a lightning strike. We'll keep an eye on that. We're going to keep an eye on these storms that are trying to develop down in western North Texas around Stephenville. Now, none of these are even close to being severe. They've got some moderate to heavy rain and lightning, and yes, they're spinning aloft. But yes. And for those wondering about our live streams, yeah, typically over the last year, I've streamed here on the David Reimer Texas Weather Center channel. We kept the storm chasing streams purely on the Texas Storm Chasers YouTube channel. After tonight, we're going to stream on both for tornado coverage. So if we have tornadoes, there'll be a stream here on this YouTube channel, David Reimer Texas Weather Center, and the Texas Storm Chasers channel. Same exact streams. Reason we do a lot of stuff weather-wise here on the weather channel side of things is we post daily forecast videos, and we didn't want to dilute the Texas Storm Chasers, the awesome storm chasing content. We didn't want to dilute it with just day-to-day weather stuff. But yeah, we're going to start posting some more weather stuff over there, like live coverage again. After this, I just had to set it up beforehand, and I didn't because. Okay, we are starting to see a bit of an uptick in the rotation again. This is going to be very near Montague or just east on Highway 59. And this is going to be moving east-northeast at about 30 miles an hour. You can see a bit of an inflow notch here. And unfortunately, we are looking pretty high up in this thunderstorm. So let me show you. I think I can actually put the slides here. That'll let me show you. Maybe. We're looking almost 7,000 feet above the surface here. So we're looking at the mid-level.
We all know Doc's a Hudson warning, but what about the other cars? Lightning McQueen isn't based on just...
All right, ladies and gentlemen. The Texas Storm Chasers Bubby and Chief David Reimer didn't expect to have another tornado warning tonight. So, what's it, ABT? We're going to have a tornado warning. This is going to be for southern Montague County. North Texas. This could be a tornado in progress just east of the city of Bowie, northeast of Sunset, northeast of Fruitvale. It's going to be northeast of Highway 287, moving away from here. Again, we don't have any storms at the end, but you've got to be rambunctious. This one is on very, very rambunctious. So again, it's you. And that you can then take and it's like a very good it's more people northeast of Sunset. You need to be in a safe place. Floor, windows, on the outside is possible. Again, this
is
Can't go and see, you know.
Hey, now we're going to be talking about the most intense storms. I know we have storms with DFW, good. Those of you into the big country. Again, possible tornado now just northeast of the city of Albany. For those of you in Albany, be mindful. You've got a situation out here. All right. That you need to be apprised of. Now, the stream over on the radar side is going to be frozen for a second. There was a issue with my Ethernet switch here. And that brief low you had was my Wi-Fi backup. The stream on the radar stream side.
Yeah. Alright guys, I'll end the stream, so I'll see you tomorrow. See you later.